What's going on, YouTube? I am HotMessNess, MUA, otherwise known as Vanessa, and today we're going to talk about addiction. Makeup addiction, okay? We're not trying to get so deep here. But today is a tag video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Hello. I am the mess that is hot, and I'd love it if you join the Hot Mess Club by pushing that subscribe button. It's somewhere. You push it. It's real easy. You just click it, okay? Click it, and then a little bell pops up, and you push the top bell, and then you'll be notified when I upload videos. It's really cool. You should do it. Thanks. Okay, I'm done with that. So today is the makeup addiction tag. I saw this on Gold Star Works channel. She has a really cool channel. She really looks into things and breaks down information and makes makeup a lot of fun and interesting. So I saw her do this, and that led me to want to do it. The original.
Okay, hurry up. You have food bowls in there, and of course, the minute I start, grab something and go. Quick. Thank you. Go.
So the original creator is Tracy Lee Beauty. I'm gonna leave both of the ladies down below in the comments. And now we are going to get on to the video. So if you would have asked me, I kind of perused. They're all awake. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do, okay? If you're new here, 5 kids. Not a lot I can do. I had to walk away. Anyway, let me start off with this. If you are interested in my eye look at all I did was copy Angie's video. So I'm gonna leave that down below. She just had a really cool orangey yellow look. So I took inspiration from that. It was good. So when I was looking at these questions, some of them do sound like we have a problem and we might need makeup therapy, which maybe there's an underlying issue to some of that. Because I know a lot of us start getting into makeup, and then sometimes the addiction happens where you're like, I need what everybody else has. And then I know in my case, I felt like I should start doing videos about this stuff because I feel like I need to buy it all. And then some people they do this full time. This is their job. So it's a little different, but I know we feel like we need to keep up with them sometimes. So maybe there is a little bit of a maybe, right? So if you had asked me these same questions 6 months ago, it probably would have been worse. Let's just get into the questions, shall we? Then we can decide how bad I am together. Number 1, how long have you been addicted to makeup? Okay, so makeup is expensive, and it's one of those things where it's hard to be addicted to something that you cannot attain. So there were a good 4.5, 5 years that I was a stay-at-home mom, and once or twice a year I would go and buy my new MAC makeup, and it was the highlight of my year. I'd get my foundation and powder. I usually get a couple eyeshadows, and it was a great time, and I enjoyed that. But then I went back to work and had money, not necessarily money to spend on makeup, but you started to find, now I have money and I will buy this. So I really have to say, I was interested a lot, obsessing over watching videos on what I would want to buy. I did a lot of research before I would buy a palette because I could only buy one palette. So the addiction started on the watching YouTube, blogs, that kind of thing before I would buy something. But it wasn't just about, is this going to be good? You just wanted to know, if you're going to only buy one palette, you want to know it's going to be the one. But then you get used to that in the pattern, and then it was I need this one, I need this one. And so I'd have to say it's probably been a good 5-6 years that I started catching that bug, and then the past couple years has been really just wanting everything. Number 2, what is the makeup item you are most addicted to buying? Absolutely eyeshadow palettes, hands down. Close behind that is single eyeshadows, and then I'd have to say, like, I like lipsticks. So yeah, and the palette thing, if you had caught me 6 months ago, a year ago, I remember feeling almost bad when I wanted something new. Something new would come out and everyone's talking about it on YouTube, and I would feel like I need that too. But I need this. I really want this, but so much of it that then you don't really treasure anything. So I know that that's kind of gotten that way with palettes. I get it. I try it a couple times and move on to the next thing. But I'm starting to realize, girl, this ain't your full-time job. This ain't your part-time job. This is your hobby. You ain't making enough money from it to justify any of that. And now I'm feeling the burnout. Truly, the past month, I mean, I did a ColourPop haul, but the past month, I'm like, I love makeup, but I don't want to spend the money on it anymore, you know? So that's why this is kind of a weird dynamic. It's like, these are my patterns, but I don't really want to do it anymore. Number 3, how many of your favorite item do you have? So if we're going into eyeshadow palettes, I did an eyeshadow palette collection video, and I think I had almost 200 palettes. Are they all your favorite? No, they're not. They're collecting dust. Yeah, I know. It's a lot. And then single eyeshadows, I mean, literally last year I swatched 167 single shadows from Sydney Grace alone. So I don't even know how many single shadows I have anymore. Number 4, do you buy makeup just to buy it? I'd say up until a month ago, absolutely. It's content. That's how I justify it usually. This is the new thing. Then it became, if I'm interested in it, then I can use it, and thus it becomes content as well. So it's like you try to twist it in your mind a little. At least that's me. And now I'm just not really feeling that way. So hopefully there's some new coming into my mind. Like, yes, in the past, I bought makeup just to buy it. I'd just go to CVS just to see if there was something new. Just go to Walgreens, see if there's something new on my apps and whatnot. And now I'm like, well, I'd kind of like a new foundation, but I'll wait till I see a review of something that I'm like, yeah, I really want to try that. And if I really want to, just take the drive to Sephora and get a sample. I'll try, okay? Number 5, do you look at an item and have the compulsion that you need just one more to complete your collection? I think that I'm far enough in this game right now that I don't feel the need to complete a collection at all. I understand the process or the thought process behind this type of question. So if you were all about single eyeshadows and you're like, no, I just need this kind of yellow and then I'll have all the single eyeshadows I need. And with eyeshadow palettes, I could see that too, but I'm just not in that personal phase right now. But there are certain companies that come out with palettes that I do want them. And there are very few, but it's usually ABH and Jeffree Star because it's attainable. It's still kind of an attainable thing. Like, they only come out with this many palettes. So I've been really careful even about looking at new indies and whatnot. Like, I want to try some new things, but I'm just so kind of in the back part. But I can't say that I've given up on still wanting to buy certain things because a brand came out with it. But I'm definitely not in the, oh, I need this color lipstick and then I'm complete. Number 6, do you have more than 10 mascaras? So this is one of those that's kind of weird because if you would have asked me 4 months ago if I had a bunch of mascaras, I would have said no. But because ColourPop came out with these colored mascaras, I do have more than 10 and a lot of them are open, but because they're colored and I use them for different things, but I didn't even think about that. Like, How long are those gonna dry out? Brilliant question. You got me. I better start rocking some more lower lash line colors because those babies are gonna be gone, and then what? Jeez, I didn't even think of that. Number 7, do you ever throw makeup away? Usually if it's empty. Sometimes if I know it's gone bad. Very rarely will I just throw an eyeshadow palette away. I try to gift those if I know I'm not going to use them anymore, or I sell on my Mercari, or I give them to my girls. So it's not very often that I'll just pick up a blush and go, I don't use this, and toss it. I usually try to give it back out because I have loved a lot of these things at one time, even if I didn't use them, or it's money spent, so you want it to go somewhere if it can still be used. Number 8, how old is your oldest makeup item? I'm sure it's like a MAC item. Like I know that I have a bronzer that's probably 8 years old. It hasn't turned, so I still have it. I tried to use it the other day. It was just not my color, but it still was fine, so don't judge me. Number 9, how often do you shop for makeup? Now, if you're talking window shopping, it's every day. Like, I get on the trend mood and I check out new makeup releases. I watch people's videos on new makeup releases. Sometimes I will go to websites just to look at items. Sometimes I even put them in my cart and don't buy them. But I don't think there's a day that goes by that I don't look at it. But I'm not actively shopping for anything. I don't go into stores very often anymore at this current time in my life. Number 10, do you buy any products just for the packaging? Again, if you would have caught me with this question even months back, I could say yes, that has happened in my time where I bought a palette because it was pretty. Perfect example, Alice in Wonderland palette with the butterfly in the middle. I know I bought that for the packaging. I think I used it 3 times and I just recently sold it because now it's a collector's item. But now, no. I almost got the bronzer that had the peacock in it because I love peacocks from Too Faced. But I swatched it in store and it had no color payoff. I'm talking like none. And to me, that was enough. It was like, why do I need something pretty if I can't use it? I don't have like a makeup display area. So, I mean, maybe if I had ever had a beauty room with shelves and things that you could display, but just not now. I don't buy things because the packaging's cute right now. Right now. Number 11, when an item is released that you want, do you set an alarm? It depends on who the collection's for. I know Jeffree Star products have in the past sold out right away. I have been on for blood sugar and it sold out in like 3 minutes and I got mine. Did it change anything? No. Did I get a video up quicker than anyone else? No. But there aren't very many brands that I will do that for. I know with my indies, when they have a collection coming out, I will if I really want it and if everything lines up perfectly. I got the money, it's coming out at that time, and I can be available. If I'm working the night before, I'm gonna sleep. But I have set alarms before. Yes, I have.
Not for everything.
Number 12, do you have the Ulta and Sephora apps on your phone? Yes. I check the Ulta one more because I have a lot of points. And the points just accumulate faster and they have more email deals and whatnot. But I go check the Sephora weekly wows and yeah, I have both. Number 13, do you have so much makeup that you forget what you have that you actually repurchase items again? It's happened to me multiple times with single eyeshadows. Single eyeshadows from ColourPop, single eyeshadows from multiple indie brands, and I know for sure lipsticks, lip glosses, mostly those kind of things that you can't, it's like you go to look and you're like, wait, I have 2 of these. I joke that I need a spreadsheet, but I really think that it would be a good idea for my single eyeshadows. Number 14, does your makeup make you happy? No, especially recently. No, not all the time. It makes me happy. It makes me like contented. It's like a zen place for me when I'm getting ready for work. It makes me happy to do an eye look. It makes me happy to sit down and film when it feels organic. It makes me happy to do combinations with certain eyeshadows. But all of this everywhere right now in my life is not making me happy. It doesn't mean that I don't love my makeup, but I'm definitely in a particular stage in my addiction that I want to declutter, and maybe I'm trying to move past some of it. Because even with the content that I am consuming right now, I am very particular. I don't want to watch everybody buy everything because I don't need to be made. It's not anyone else's fault, but when you watch someone struggle with a palette and then they say, it's really good, you should get it. And you're like, you just got done saying it didn't work for you, but you would recommend. It happens. We do that as creators. So I'm just trying to be really careful what I'm taking in right now because I don't want to buy everything anymore. It's fun, the hunt, the buy, the stalking, the postman, getting it, opening it, using it the first time, and then it's rinse and repeat. So I've got to find a new way because it's just not working for me. So that was kind of like a bummer tag, right? That is the end of the tag video. I'm supposed to tag some other people, so I'm gonna leave some people down below in the description box on who I am tagging. If you have a channel, I challenge you to also do this tag. If you don't have a channel, leave some of the questions down below for me. Be honest. Do you feel like you're an addict? Do you need makeup therapy? Maybe I'm in therapy right now. I don't know. But I wasn't trying to make this video a bummer. It's just how the answers came organically to me, and it's how I'm feeling right now. Again, if I had done this tag a year ago, I would have been like, yes, I need everything and I love it. And who's to say if I did this tag again a year later from now, I wouldn't find a nice neutral place. But right now I'm more like, I don't want it. Does that make sense? So, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. You could spend your time anywhere. So I do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Mwah. Bye. Don't forget, you can subscribe down here, and for more videos, click over here. Possibly there. There's places to click. Click them. Click them all.